Okay, today we are still working in section 6.2, page 6, problems 7 through 12. The direction says find x given the mean. In other words, they will give you the mean, you have to find x. So again, the mean, if we went back to what I taught you on 6.2, the first problems, how to find the mean. Well, the mean is add all the numbers up and divide by the total amount of numbers. Okay, so again, the mean equals, you add up all the numbers on the top, and then you divide by how many numbers there are. Okay, so we're going to do that. The mean equals, well, it gives us the mean. It says the mean is 7. So when I start my problem out, I'm going to take the 7, which is my mean, and plug it in for the word mean. So I'm going to write 7 equals, okay? So I took the 7 and I replaced it with the word mean. So I write 7 equals, well, it says add up all the numbers. So 3 plus 5, 8, 12, 20, 22, 31. Okay, so I added all these up together, 31. Well, I can't add the 31 plus the x. So what do? Well, we write 31 plus x. Since we cannot add a number with a letter, they are not like terms. So we add the numbers together and then we add the x. Well, what are we going to divide by? Well, we're going to divide by the total amount of numbers. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. X is a number. That's the number we're trying to figure out. So x counts as one of my numbers. So I put 7 on the bottom. Well, we get to the point of how do we solve this equation? This equation has an equal sign. We have 7 on this side and we have a fraction on this side. And I've told many times, how do we solve an equation that's a fraction? Well, we multiply by the denominator. What is my denominator? My denominator is 7. So what we do is we put parentheses on both sides of our equation and we multiply by that 7 on both sides. So I put a 7 on this side, a 7 on this side. Well, what happens to the 7 on the fraction? Well, when we actually do this, it's really over 1. So, well, if I put the 7 over the 7, they actually cancel each other out because 7 divided by 7 is 1. So the 7s are going to be gone. Well, on this side, I have to multiply the 7. 7 times 7 is 49. Well, 49 equals, well, the 7s are gone, so I just drop down the 31 plus x. Well, how do we solve for x? Well, I have to get rid of the number that's closest to x, which is the 31. Well, what's the opposite of positive 31? It is negative 31. So I subtract 31 to both sides. Okay, so as I subtract 31 to both sides, I subtract and I get 18 equals x. So I want you guys to work on section 6.2 problems 7 through 12 on page 6. I will see you guys again Friday. Thanks.